Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Assassin's Creed 2. Let's continue. So I want to just run around the main area. We're killing some time looking for statues, looking for gold. I'm trying to improve everything I can as far as my money and how much my chest holds. Right now my chest in theory would fill up after about 80 minutes, so that would be an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes to be exact. If I could get it to 2 hours, that would be better. I left the game unpaused in between last recording and this one, so at the very least it got at least 20 minutes worth of income in it. So I need to get to the edge of the buildings too. I fell and I'm damaging my equipment. It wouldn't be a bad idea to spend some money to upgrade my equipment too. It seems right now my hidden blades are the only thing I really could use or need. I imagine the truth of it is that even if you did play the game without purchasing a single upgrade, you'd be perfectly fine. So I'm running around here looking and listening. Any tingling for feathers and statues and treasure chests and all of that. Here we go. $600 gold right there. Low on health, I need some more medicine. Let's climb up here. I don't hear anything in here. So nothing there. I doubt there really is anything in the house. It would just be too easy to miss it, to get it. Let's climb up to each one of these sections. We'll go in and see if there's anything. We're getting some music, which is interesting. Was that something over there, maybe? On the roof? I don't like the little, whoa, I'm gonna fall animation. I'd much rather just fall. Ah, there are 2 treasure chests up here. But I don't think I could do something like this and then work my way around. So there must be a way to climb up. There's no extra thing. That's so weird. This is very strange. There's like no extra way that I can think of that would get you more height. Oops. So how do you get up there? Maybe the codex will give me something more. Doesn't seem like I can get up that one either. Let's continue looking around the city. I can get up this one. Feels like the ones you can get up are actually the ones that don't have anything in them. And then, yep, nothing here. Let's go ahead and try it without taking any damage. This is the next. And here's how you got up to this point. So feathers collected 9 of 100. Made it. Let's look at the city again. I should go look at every well. Make sure there isn't something I need to crawl into. I suspect there is at least one statue that's in the middle of a well. Again, not hearing any jingle. Darn it. It really doesn't change my gameplay style one bit. The fact that I'm having to use health to recover really changes nothing at all. Ah, there's one. Yeah, there's a couple things over here on the church. I've been avoiding the church, so here. Yeah, this doesn't help me any though. Ah, there is one up here. So I don't think I need to go any further because we've started here. So I'll just eagle jump and we'll run to the church. Let's see. Really? You're not gonna let me climb up there and get it? Jupiter statue. I hear another thing. It's up here. So I bet I couldn't actually reach inside this area until I refurbished this church. And so that, if that's the actual case, then I suppose the next move is to refurbish the other locations. How does this work? Oh, you get back here, climb up, and climb up here, and then come over here. Again, I have to wonder, I'm not certain, but I have to wonder, am I wasting my time? Is there an actual point, reason, rhyme to upgrading things, getting gold, particularly if you're not going to get all 100 of the feathers?
Bring me your sick and wounded.
You'll not find fairer prices than these, I mean.
Have to be kind of careful not to just wander in the same places over and over again. There's one. And is there a way to get the map that would tell me where all the treasure chests are? Probably. Is there a way to get a map that would tell me where all the statues are? Maybe not. That's two. I wouldn't be surprised if there's only one, or maybe I've got them all. No, there should be at least one more. What's this? This looks new. I think this is the family mausoleum extra map that I unlocked from Uplay. Paying respects. Explore the auditory family crypt. I do not remember ever playing this. I think that area was before simply a... Let's see. Push to interact. Venice, I was raised in a small house. Oh, so it's like backstory. Am I gonna get anything for doing this? Or is this just while running on the wall, use this or A to jump in the chosen direction? While running up a wall. Advanced wall jump. Do I not have advanced wall jump? Is that it? I don't think I do. So if that's the case, then I can't move any further in the family mausoleum. Well, then I can't exit either. I could abort the memory. Let's see. We're running up a wall. See, you have to be running up a wall. Let's see, running up a wall, and that just changes. I think I just have to abort the memory. Alright, fine, abort the memory. At the very least, we now know where that is. That extra map. I obviously need a lot more codex pages decrypted. And it's marked on the map now. So that's nice. We're looking for one more statue. Let's bump into less people. Where are you hiding, statue? I think it is in the city. I don't feel like I found any of these outside. Watch as the sun slowly rises and animates across that.
I don't want to know.
Here's something. There you go. I believe that's it now. So if this really was an assassin's stronghold, I would assume that they would train their assassins all the time to run along rooftops. So I don't really believe that people would question it. But maybe not. Maybe it's only when they let the player have control of the character does he run around the rooftops. Alright. 2,000 for that. $2,000 for that. And one here. $2,000 for that. And there's two statues were already there. And this still isn't open. Oh well. Collecting codex pages where you're there. So we put all the codex pages here. And we could start assembling this puzzle, but there's no real reason to. We need 18 more of them. Hey, let's go turn in the statuettes too, because we haven't actually turned those in. Maybe that's what the star means. The star means down here. And so there is that drain that is the window. Let's see. Place the seal. Checkpoint reached. And then increase in value. And place the seal. There we go. So we're doing all the right things to increase the value of the city. Let's see. Can I climb up here? Yes, I can. And when I place the feathers, 40 to the value there. So even if you're not going to get all the feathers, it's worth it a little bit to get the ones you can early on. Now I'm back up to 13,000. Let's speak to this guy and see what we can repair.
Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
So ideally, I would want the art merchant for 1,000. And then the mines restored. And let's see, military barracks restored. Maybe that would get me to those things. Or the Thieves Guild restored. Maybe it'd get to that thing. Or the well restored. Let's see. 3,000, 3,000. Brothel for 3,000. See, you can even see with the brothel, the military barracks, the Thieves Guild, there's like 3 factions here you could do a solid favor for. We'll renovate the tailor.
Buon viaggio!
So I just increased the value by 17,000. Quite a lot. So now there should be a fabric store and an art store. Treasure maps of Montegori. I need 271. And how could I get that 271 amount? Here's the brothel restored. Looks a little nicer. Let's see, the well. Yeah, I don't think it really changed anything there. Oh, it does have now courtesans walking around the streets. So I've increased the number of people on the street. Where's the well? Where are you, well? They showed me the well on the map. Shouldn't be this difficult for me to find it in the real world. There's no more statues to find. Where are you, Well? The only well I recall seeing is like the one right in the middle.
Monkey. Here.
I could pickpocket people, by the way, and get that gold to get the map of the treasures, but it may actually be kind of waste of time. Although, what am I doing right now if not wasting time? Here's a well. Or a fountain. I don't know. Let's go look at the mines. At least we know that was another thing we fixed. Let's walk down this way and look at how long we've been playing. The every 20 minutes to get gold is kind of a problem at the beginning. I don't think it's going to be an issue at all at the end. It's always worth it to invest early in guaranteed returns. If you can ever find guaranteed returns. Of course, very rarely can you. There we go. Nope. Mine. Alright. Come this way. Jump backwards. Jump up here. Jump over there. Here we go. Now I can afford the treasure map. So it's blatantly obvious that yes, you could not have gotten those treasures without refurbishing everything. And now, if my horse hasn't left me, we can get the treasure map and clear out this area, which is kind of a shame because this is also what you could consider your emergency rations of income, because if you desperately just couldn't make any progress in the rest of the world, you were at like full notoriety in every other section, which I don't think is how it works. I think you probably lose all your notoriety by leaving. But if for some reason you did need money, I am acquired paintings. There are different paintings at different cities, I believe. Maybe not different art stores. So we have one here, a couple here, one here, a couple there. So not a massive amount of treasure chests left. Not surprising, really, either. I've managed to find most of them. Here we go. Must be inside. Did I find all the glyphs in this area? That would be an interesting thing to double check. Locations in this area, which is like locations. Florence, Tuscany. I don't think there are any glyphs in this area. Or maybe I found them all. Because I've been all over this place and it's not telling me anything. I had a weapon I purchased. Let's see. Old Syrian sword. Let's go ahead and equip it. It is equipped. Notice it's blacked out when you equip it. Common sword. See, it's almost exactly the same as far as its abilities. Have to get higher. Did I somehow miss a treasure chest? Maybe it's down lower. So it also feels like they didn't even pay this voice actor to do any more lines in the game. So we can examine the pictures that we've started to collect. We're filling in a few of them slowly. I have no idea. I just have no idea whatsoever where you would find this treasure chest. It must be under the ground. It must be. I have 0 florins right now. Let's see. There's one here, and then there's several I can't probably get, and then one there. Now it refills. As soon as I turn around.
Truly,
just run up that wall multiple times. Eventually we'll get it to work. Don't quite make it up to the top there.
Why would anyone carry on like that?
Let's cross this other direction. Ah, it is on the other side. Interesting. So, still very much considering how much of this I really want to do. I'm doing a lot of it here. We've spent an hour and a half now screwing around when we could have been playing the actual game, and the actual game would have been handing us gold. Click this one. It's also worth mentioning that, like, if you get all of the, or even most of the collectibles before you purchase the map may not even pay itself back. 100 Fjorn map, if you have all the collectibles, would just be a waste of 100 Fjorns, which is actually an incredibly small amount of money, though. Notice the little hesitation when it's jumping over things. There we go. Less hesitation for Ezio when he jumps over things. Next thing. And see, we could do this for hours and hours and hours. I mean, there are 4 areas, as far as I can guess, in this game. We've seen this one, which is really small. We've seen the first area we started playing the game in, which is growing larger and larger every time we visit the place. And then there's Tuscany, which we spent a very short amount of time in. I suppose I could run the Tuscany, but we might as well wait till the game asks us to do that. And then I suspect there's a final area out on top of that. Those 3. Just a chest in the middle of nowhere. And see, eventually you hit walls you can't climb. Or it feels like you hit walls you can't climb. So I knew there was one there. That requires, like, the extended wall jump. And there's one there. And nothing down here, so this building still is a confusing piece of architecture. It's too laid back, really. It feels a little too laid back. Let's see. So until I get a further jump, don't think there's anything more I can collect. There's nothing you can do with that chandelier. So it's gotta be underground. There has to be some trick to this. Oh well. So we'll grab the Florence. That gives us 6,000. And we'll see what else we can fix.
Salute, Sir Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
I could lower the price of art, which is a good idea. I could do... military barracks and thieves guilds. I think that's a good idea. Military barracks and thieves guild renovated, and now that restores everything. Where is this well? Oh, it's on the side of my house, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. So my next big upgrade that I want is the art merchant. Get the art things cheaper. And then renovating banks doesn't really do anything. We've already got blacksmith as cheap as possible. Doctors going up is a good idea. Tailors going up is an interesting idea too.
Buon viaggio!
Another 16,000. So let's look at the book.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
So now we're 36% complete, and we will get 5,000 florins every 20 minutes. And let's see. Apparently, if we got all shops up to level 3, we'd get another check mark. We got an extra check mark for getting all renovations. For getting all of the codex pages, all of the models, and seals. So there's 2 models and 2 models of something we haven't gotten yet. Then we also need 24 more paintings, and we need 2 of however many Ezio projects. And then if we got all the equipment, like, we could probably go buy all the leather armor right now, and that would help. Our maximum now is 2,200, and we collect, let's see, 2,200 and we get 5,000, so that's
A presto, Ezio.
almost 100 minutes, just by rough math, before I'd have to come back and check. So if I could bump it up to 120, that would be nice, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So if I renovated this well, here it is. Down the well we go. Climb down here. Swing and jump. And then hop here. And I'm now ledge climbing, which is something we've never done before. And now I can climb up here and jump here. Do I want to jump that one or this one? There we go. He just takes the money but leaves the boxes. Imagine those boxes are probably worth a few pennies too. Alright. Now I can just jump down. And climb up the well. But I don't think that the military barracks or the Thieves Guild are going to unlock anything else. It's just now you can see on top of the courtesans walking around. The thieves and mercenaries are also walking around. So, armor. Let's see, leather greaves. We already have. Leather braces. Leather chest guard, I can't afford. Leather spalders, I can't afford. We'll repair all our armor. Weapons, can't afford any of that. If I want to get more, well, I guess I already am getting as big of a discount as I can. So, but even that one piece of armor increased our things. Getting more pouches probably helps. And then we could get different colors if we wanted. Which we're in assassin white right now. And then as far as paintings, we've got quite a bit of gold we need to spend on paintings too. And then medicine, I could definitely go for
another time then.
for some more medicine. Fortunately, I can't afford any of it. Now, fast travel. If I want to go to Florence in any of these places, it would cost me 100, which is a shame. So no fast travel for me. Instead, I have to just get on the horse and go. So, have I wasted my time? About 2 hours here? Or have I laid the groundwork for affording better equipment and getting more armor, having an easier time with fights and such, gaining money? So I am at a little bit of notoriety here. And the horses just refuse to go in the cities. Interesting. So, next step is I could certainly do this race. I could tear down some posters. I could get some treasure chests. I think the race is our last thing for today. Now I had a lot of trouble with the races originally, the first race. Why do I need to climb up to destroy these things? Makes no sense. Just put them on ground level.
No need to be shy. Come forward.
But starting next recording, we've got to go back. We need to get back to the story mode.
I'm the best racer in this distretto. They say you're pretty good. I say prove it.
Yeah, it feels very laid back. There's no real story going on when you're not actually playing the story, so... Which way? And so you're almost guaranteed you're going to lose the first time because you just have no idea where you're going. So I'm getting someone irritated at me.
Why are you here? Get down! Eccolo! Così, pezzo di merda! Eccolo! There! There!
Barely made that jump. So the race is taunting me to potentially put myself at risk with the guards. I've done 15 now of 32. One minute and 30 to go. Where is it? Let's see. People in my way. I can knock them down if necessary, but then that will raise my notoriety, which is at 0 right now. 27. There's a treasure chest I can't get. Where is it? Oh, it's going to the top of this building. See, and that's part of the problem, is that the races potentially are going to have you right at the top of buildings that you may have already... Here we go. 16 seconds to spare. Another race done. But we haven't seen any courier missions or anything, which is kind of weird. Let's see. Let's make our way to Leonardo, because we've gotten several codex pages, and it would make sense to unlock any new abilities that may offer. I agree. Where's that treasure chest? There's a official. They happen a little too easily and randomly. You kind of need to lock on them first, I think. I think that would help if they didn't even notice you were looking at them. Now, we haven't seen any knife guys. In the first game, the only way to get knives was to pickpocket them from knife carriers all over the place. This game, nope. You can just get knives off anybody you knock out that's a guard.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you?
Haha! You found another one. How exciting!
I found a bunch of them.
If you transpose this word and move this line to the left, it's deciphered.
3 codex pages deciphered. So, for deciphering those, I got nothing. Nothing at all. Talk about a pain in the butt. So, I imagine you'll only get weapons as you move the story forward. That seems how it's gonna work. So, getting more of the codex pages is, if you want to get that all done, which I suppose I kind of do, I want to at least get the codex done. Maybe not the feathers. Where is this treasure chest? I'm looking all over for this treasure chest. It's not up. It's gotta be down. Here it is.
Not like any act I've ever seen. Not a very good buffoon,
Hiding things like this, I don't know if I really like it. I think it would be more preferable if things were slightly out in the open. So let's see. We got a couple of treasure chests over here we can potentially get, and then that's going to be the end of this recording. So 2 episodes back to back in which we only concerned ourselves with money. I think I have learned my lesson. I think we've either set the stage so that every 20 minutes we'll get enough for the rest of the game, or we're just not going to get enough.
Must have been drinking the good stuff.
Come on, treasure chests. Where are you? I'm trying to stay next to the story point, too, for next time.
Come, amici. A weekly bleeding is part of a balanced, healthy lifestyle.
Why can I not find these treasure chests? Right next to where my house was. Or at least kind of close to it. Maybe it's this door. Ah, it is. not getting a lot of gold. There. So when we look here at the map, just to make everything clear, it's economic markers all off for a second. There's a lot here. We know there's like 336 treasure chests. It would take a ridiculous amount of time. I didn't realize there was another codex page to get. We need to go over there and get it, I suppose. But it's not just going to be a quick jaunt around the city to get all of the treasure chests like it was in Monticello. And so it only seems to make sense that I would leave everything just on the table for later. So maybe when we're 5 seconds away from beating the game, it will make sense for me to play and get all the collectibles. Maybe not. Now, I'm not going to go out of my way to avoid treasure chests, and I still kind of want some money to buy some equipment and all, but I think I'm done. And that's with there being at least 4 or 5 months between me playing Assassin's Creed 1 and me playing Assassin's Creed 2. So it's not even a burnout. It's just with Uplay, with there not being any achievements related to it, with the good chance that you'll never get a map that points out where the feathers are or the glyphs. So I would have to like follow a walkthrough, which is would be a mess. It just doesn't seem like an efficient use of time. And remember, this is Assassin's Creed 2. They're up to 7, and the story that happens really in the Ezio trilogy, while it is a very good story, it doesn't really have any real connection to what's happening in 7. Not really. So yeah, I've learned my lesson. I think we'll start with the story next time. We'll move forward, and hopefully we'll continue and make good progress. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.